So special warehouse vehicle dead slots. How to get rid of them. How they're caused. You can't do the kill the bird method anymore. If you look on YouTube and try to, fix your dead slots, there's not very many answers out there. This is an old one that's been done before, but it does work. So what we're doing is we are blowing up every single car that we own. And I've had people tell me it's not going to work. You're going to start the Fleeka job and you're going to see that the car that you want isn't going to be there. And look, I'm telling you, all you got to do is blow up every single car you own and don't call Moore's Mutual and don't claim your cars. Okay, and then you'll go into the mission, any mission that you can select a car, and choose custom vehicles and cycle through. Watch what happens. I blew up probably 300, 400 cars. All I can call out is a Duke of Death or some BMXs. So I call out the Duke of Death that gave me the dead slot in my special warehouse vehicle slot for the technical Aqua. Okay. I'm not going to show you guys 400 cars worth of screens getting blown up. I thought it would be cool to record it, but it would have just took too long. It took days to do it, so here we are. We're going to start this mission. I have a custom vehicle selected. It's the only one that I can call out in the mission because I literally blew up every single car that I could call out in the online mode. So we go up here and we see the Duke of Death is on the map. We're going to go up to the top of the hill here, just so you guys can see. There it is. That's it. We're done. All we gotta do is take this car down to the Los Santos Customs mod shop and sell it. So in order to do that, we need to quit this mission. And we need to get this Duke into online mode. So here we are in an online session. I'm going to take the Duke down to Pay and Spray, or whatever you want to call it in this game. It used to be Pay and Spray back in San Andreas, but now we're talking GTA 5. I think it's called Mod Shop. I'm not sure. So, doing this in a public session. I'm not sure how important it is not to get blown up. I would assume you don't want to get blown up because if you have to claim the vehicle, you might run into an issue identifying which vehicle if you have more than one of them. So I would suggest going into Ghost or doing this in an invite-only session. So I'll see you at the mod shop. Okay, we're about to go inside the mod shop here.
What miracle did you want me to perform?
We just want to sell the car.
If any problems, you bring her back to me.
Alright, $0 because it was a free car. But that's okay. What happened was I received the technical Aqua with the Duke, and I should have used a motorcycle. So, when you're receiving special warehouse vehicle cars, receive them with a motorcycle, not a car. Make sure it's a two-seater so your friend can hop on the back and pause it. Now, you see I can still not call the technical Aqua, but instead of saying delivery not currently available, it says you need to purchase this vehicle from the Warstock Cash and Carry website. So I've successfully erased the dead spot. Now I could purchase a new technical Aqua, but since I already have one in the back of my MOC, I'm going to request it. And this is how you give yourself the special warehouse vehicles without already owning one. So I will go into the technical Aqua. We'll drive it around for a few seconds or a minute, whatever. And then I will return it to storage via the interaction menu. Once again, I'm not trying to get blown up.
Shoot. Okay, prepare to go Ghost.
but we'll see what happens. So we got the technical aqua sitting here. We're out of sight. Just sitting in it for a minute. We're going to get out and return it to storage. Just want the vehicle to be on the map and us to be in it for a minute. I've taken this vehicle into the Avenger since I received it, and stored it in the Avenger temporarily and tried to leave with it on the map in the Avenger, and it doesn't store into the vehicle warehouse. So I took it to the Avenger again, and I modded it again, and I never took it back into the back of the MOC, but it still saved the mods in the MOC, which was weird, but I rolled with it. So I got the wheels set. I took it in there and I returned it to storage, and now you see it's still on the menu. It says I need to purchase it, but I'm just going to quit the game and I'm going to load back in. So we'll see what happens when I load back in. Alright, here we are. Just loaded into a new session. Doesn't really matter which one. Probably should have done all this in an invite, but you know. Alright, step outside. Call up that fucking technical aqua straight out of the interaction menu. Make sure it's the modded one. There it is. Alright, so we successfully completed a dead spot fix, and we successfully completed replacing the vehicle when we currently don't own one. So if you're aware of how to make the special warehouse vehicles swap over when you do own one, and you're wondering how to do it when you don't own one, once you've eliminated your dead slot, it treats it as if you don't own one. You saw that. So I could have went into Warstock and bought another one and then received this from my friend, but it's just easier to just receive it from your friend with a motorcycle, of course, if you don't own one. Or if you own one, same process basically. You receive it with a motorcycle, okay? And then when you call it out of your MOC, you return it to storage with the personal interaction menu, return piece of personal vehicle to storage. And then when you get to the next session, if it's still not in the correct slot like it was for me on the first try, you just want to call it out of the MOC again, and you want to drive around with it for a little bit like I did, and then you want to leave the game with it out. So like, you don't return it to storage this time, you just drive it around, tool around for a bit, and then pull up the home button and go to the game and select the 3 lines option to pull up the menu and quit the game. And the next time you go in it, you're going to go into the next session you go into, and you're going to be able to call it out of the interaction menu just like I did. And sometimes you don't even have to do that extra step like you saw me. I returned it to storage, and boom, there it was. Next time I came in, it was able to call out of the interaction menu from the correct slot. So, to anybody trying to say that deleting your dead spots is not accomplishable by blowing up all of your cars, that's incorrect. You blow up all your cars and go to a mission that you can summon a car into, and it will only allow you to summon cars that are occupying dead slots. So there you have it. You can take your technical Aqua into your Avenger and modify it, and then after I modify it, I'm going to be driving it straight into the vehicle warehouse again. The reason I'm taking it into the Avenger is to make sure that when it was merged, they put on the armor, and you know, I wanted to make sure the paint is how I want it, and the wheels, I'm putting them back to blue. Despite what most people say, when you receive a modded car, they say you can't change the wheels. Again, that's bullshit. If you just go into the options and try to change the wheels, you can make adjustments. Just don't confirm any adjustment that takes away the Bennies or the F1s, whichever ones yours has got. But you can still, you know, choose the color. You can make them white walls. There's options. You got choices. So I think that about sums it up for this video. How to fix your dead slots in special warehouse vehicle slots. I am going to show you guys the special warehouse garage in the basement down below, so you can see that this is the technical Aqua, even though I did call it out from the interaction menu. You can see that it is stored down there in the garage. So I'll see you there in a minute. Drive that sucker straight in. There you have it. One technical Aqua, stored properly in the special warehouse vehicle basement storage. That's it for today's video. I hope this helped you fix your dead slots. If it takes 2 days to do it, I get it. I did it. But it's worth it in the end. Later.